Lights out, city black, red glow red. They said he came from nothing, now the whole strip scared real way. Legend before the green even waved. Pedal car from granite, heart forged in the flame. From backwards to the big stage, no brakes, no cage. Running red lines like he running from a cage. Apex predator, every corner he prays. Mirror full of ghosts, but they fade in the haze. They hear the blow wide, feel the ground shake. Quarter-mile sermons when the two-step awake. Asphalt's his canvas, rubber's the paint. Every burn out a masterpiece, every shift the same. Crowd scream, wait, like they calling a god, but he don't hear him, only hear the supercharger sob. Zero to forgiven in the blink of a sin. If you blink, you miss it, that's how champions win. This ain't just racing, this a coronation. Crown made of nitrous, throne built from vibration. From the gutters to the cover of every magazine. Real weight, the reason the real tires scream. So line 'em up, let the haters place bets. He'll leave 'em in smoke and unpaid debts. One man, one car, one lane, one truth. The king ain't coming, he already in the shifting the legend. Let's go! Oh wait, I think we won. Yeah! In the realm of pixels and code, where legends are made. RealWadeNation gaming clips on display like a cascade. There's no stopping us now, we're on fire. YouTube is the stage, our passion burning higher. RealWadeNation, we conquer and we play. Gaming clips on display, we slay all night and day. Join us on this journey, let's make history. In the world of gaming, we create our own reality. Oh, 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 oh. From RPGs to shooters, we dominate the scene. Our skills shine bright like a laser beam. Subscribe, like, and share, let's spread the word. RealWadeNation gaming clips, where legends are heard. So grab your controller and step into the light. RealWadeNation gaming clips, we own the night. RealWadeNation, we conquer and we play. Gaming clips on display, we slay all night and day. Join us on this journey, let's make history. In the world of gaming, we create our own reality. From RPGs to shooters, we dominate the scene. Our skills shine bright like a laser beam. Subscribe, like, and share, let's spread the word. RealWadeNation gaming clips, where legends are heard. So grab your controller and step into the light. RealWadeNation gaming clips, we own the night.
What's up, everybody? We're gonna play some NASCAR, a little bit of Fortnite. We'll see where we go. And I have a guest with me, Troy.
Hello, hello. How is everyone today? Good to see you.
And we can talk about whatever we want to talk about and make fun of me while I play too.
Oh, I'm sure we will do plenty of that. Absolutely.
So yeah, open that. Spin mouse. Okay. What movie have you seen this year, Troy?
Honestly, I haven't gone to see a whole lot of new stuff. I can't even remember if I've seen a movie from this year. I have not been terribly pleased. I am. I do have a couple that I'm interested in. I heard this horror movie from the point of view of a dog. I think it was called Good Boy or something like that. Kind
Oh,
of
I
interested in
remember.
that.
I never saw it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yep, yep. That's on my I want to see list, but I have just not been in any kind of a major hurry to get out there and see anything.
I know, right? Okay. I almost forgot what I tested beforehand. So give me there, there. At least it'll little bit of background noise. So there we
Sure.
go. It shouldn't be too loud. I hope. Okay.
Oh, great.
I'm doing a career race. Um, many of everybody should know most of the time who Camelot is, but I did. Um, I don't like Truck Series because it's not. I don't know. It just. Um. So there's that. Um. And I don't practice. I played it enough. Um. So I'll do this. I'll do one qualified just to show the qualifying,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll skip it because it's more fun coming from behind than it is from the front the whole race. So, um, have you seen the? So, what do you think of the rumors for Doomsday, Troy?
I first off, when it comes to rumors, I tend to tune them out at this point. There have been so many times that I've gotten hyped about rumors and then they don't come true, and fan theories tend to be so much better than what we actually get. It's so deflating.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's really nothing about the pending Marvel films that has holds a whole lot of interest for me. I've completely fallen away from any kind of interest in these Marvel films since Endgame. Now, one of the rumors is that this is going to reset continuity. It's going to be some sort of a sequel to Endgame and wipe away everything that came after it. I can say that if that rumor turns out to be true, I'm at least curious to see how that turns out. But again, I'm not going to hold my breath.
I just don't get it. Like, I get it, but I don't get why they didn't do it after at least doing the not Marvel, sorry. Like, I would have thought they would have put X-Men and Fantastic Four, but I guess they don't have a choice because they didn't start from the get-go, so what do I know?
I think the biggest problem is that they've never really had a very good plan. Back in the beginning, who was it? The Russos and John Favreau
Yeah,
actually had a plan for what they were doing. Although they didn't take up a lot of film time individually with setups. They would do a film about Iron Man, about Captain America, whoever the character was, and then there'd be a little stinger at the end that would tease something that was coming next. And then when they did a ensemble cast, it was an ensemble cast. It was the Avengers, right?
yeah.
But it eventually became every movie was an Avengers movie, and the person whose name was on the marquee was just a supporting character in his own movie.
Like Superman.
Kind of like Superman. Yeah, great example. Yes, they're doing the same thing over at DC.
Oh,
It seems like
I saw the trailer for Supergirl. I'm like, oh, so no wonder why Warner Brothers is selling DC.
yeah. Yeah.
But I still don't know if I don't. I don't care about the DC universe only because I never really got into it. Now,
Yeah.
if I
I was
really
always
wanted the DC universe, they already have it. They have the animated version.
right. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said. You know, and that's maybe kind of a surprise too. Maybe it's the difference in philosophy between Warner Brothers and, say, Disney. But Disney has been doing all this, hey, let's make live action remakes of all of our animated features. Well, a lot of fans are saying, kind of wish the DC would do that.
Why?
Yeah, we don't really need it. I'm
I
not a
don't
big
get
one.
why, because Wonder Woman 2 is trash. I didn't
Oh, yeah, it
even
is.
see it in theaters.
No, but I mean, the animated series and the animated feature films that they did were good. You know, if they wanted
Yeah.
to make live action of those, I guess I could get behind it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something about this game you're playing. This
Yeah.
this car that you're driving, is
Yeah.
it something? Is the exterior of it something you customized, or does it
No, I
decide?
mean, I have a customized car. It's not
Uh-huh.
total customized to my liking, but it's it's in there.
So you don't choose what adverts
No,
are on the outside.
no. If you really want to see, give me a second, and I'll show you my car.
Because I noticed that you had timcast.com on the back of your car. I was like, oh, that's
No,
pretty.
it's not. No, it's not my car. I'm doing a career.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Um, I'll show you my car, and then we'll get back to it. Um, I just forgot that I turned the loop function, turn the music off. So so we're doing basically it's a season. It's no different than this. It's just not
Uh-huh.
me versus like your normal like real person
Sure.
racing. But what I can do so here if it'll catch up. Alright, so here's my where is it? Oh, you know what I did? Oh, I messed up.
Mhm.
No, it's not totally off. So here's my custom car. But if you want to see what it really looks like, how much customization you can do, I'll show you that. I'm not gonna make any changes on it just because. Alright, so team, you can choose your color, your car number, the font style,
Mhm.
the how it looks. Let me just switch that back. There we go. And then you have a bunch of like what would you not different
Yeah.
logos.
Interesting.
So you have yeah. Um and then there's that.
Uh-huh.
And then it basically just has a different. Now, what I wish I could bring my the crew logo in, but they, I, you can't do it. But this is as far as customization goes. And then if you go to the car, let me see. It can do the, yeah, so the back, the side, right side hood, front.
Cool.
So, yeah. You get the idea. Anyways, so that's my true customized car that I do have in. If I want to do a quick race, then I use that. Or if I do the career, that's my stuff. But for this, think of it as like, okay, like a Bears season, like if you played as the Bears,
Yeah.
right, think of it like that, and then you pick your team. That's in a
Sure.
nutshell. The only difference is, if you can pick the different levels. Cody's in these two. He's not on the other these two.
Sure.
So, anyways, so yeah, I'll do one more race and then I'll switch it over. No, I'll do 3 races and then I'll switch it over to Fortnite and play Superman again. So, practice is basically practice. You really don't. I mean, you can qualify. You saw, and now you also saw the race, but now you'll see compared to being front of the pack, you'll see the difference. Why it's more fun in the back. So, no, hold on. Let me restart because I didn't realize it started already. Alright. Come on. Jeez. So there's that. I have channel update. Videos are not changing, they are set in stone. This will be the last live stream for this year, and then I'll start next year. So that's the channel update. And then maybe I will bring back. Well, I'm debating on if I'm gonna bring back the G.I. Joe series watch party show on Sunday that I used to do. I'll figure it out. But what I might do if I do bring it back, I might just do like 2 episodes a month. Is what I'm probably gonna do if I decide to bring it back. The only reason why I like not doing it on a regular basis now is because I feel like I can get more stuff out. So I don't have to worry about doing a stream and then freaking out that I don't have enough stuff made each day to, even though, I mean, technically I could just I have enough stuff,
Mhm.
but I just feel like I gotta keep on a regular basis. And then the only other thing that I will say is March will be um March will be very scarce on streams because I'm busy. You'll see this stuff. You'll see why down the road, but
Sure.
I mean nothing crazy, but um so there's that. Um so there's that. Let me see what the next one. What I'm gonna do is let me see which the next one is Bristol. I'm not gonna do the next one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. Will be a tie-in towards the end. Oh, what am I doing? Quick race. So there, custom car. Let's go down to there we go. Alright. You'll see it doesn't make sense right at the moment, but you'll see after I'm done with this how it ties in exactly to the next part.
Sure.
So. Hey, side note: how cold is Chicago in March? Is it cold or is it?
It's really hard to say because usually winter hasn't let up yet, so it's probably still pretty cold. But you can get some really nice days too. Just depends on how the season's starting to shape up. It's supposed to be the start of spring, but you might get all the way through April before you start seeing some real spring weather.
So if I wear like jeans and a coat, I should be fine.
Oh yeah, you should be.
Okay. I mean, they don't call it the windy city for nothing.
Windy City for nothing. Yeah, it's true. It really is.
So,
And that has its pros and cons depending on which direction the wind is coming from. You could get really cold wind chills, or you can get a slight warming effect off the water. It depends. It just depends.
I didn't realize I was doing practice mode,
Ah,
so that's why I went back. Okay. Just trying to move it around, move it forward. We've seen every practice. So there's this. As after this, my plan is I'll show the picture, explain it, and that'll give me time to switch over games. So, and then we'll act like it never never had, you know, moves forward. There's that. So, so are you a DC guy or a Marvel guy?
yeah, I would have to say that
You had to pick one.
other than as far as comics go, I was a Spider-Man guy for a long time, and by osmosis, you pick up some lore from Marvel when you follow just one character. But in reality, yeah, I'm much more a DC guy. I read a lot of DC comics for a lot of years, mostly Superman, Supergirl, Justice League, a little bit of Teen Titans as well. Little bit of Batman, I guess, but yeah, and pretty hardcore. And then when they started getting to like Crisis on Infinite Earths, I just ate up all of those cross title,
Oh, really?
epics. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like my Batman. I can live with. I don't hate Superman, but I never really got into the live action Superman stuff just because it's like it seemed repetitive.
I think there's been
not totally, but you might. I mean, you can only say it so often.
yeah, I think there's been a serious lack of understanding of the character in filmmaking. As you pointed out, the animated series did a pretty decent job.
What's
A lot
up,
more
Sorry.
a lot more variation of themes and stories there, and good lore.
Hold on. No. Sorry, it wasn't you. It was me. I thought I haven't done live streaming since yesterday, so I'm a little rusty. But anyways, what were you saying about DC?
I was saying the animated series did a pretty good job of compelling stories, but the movies, I think Superman 1 and 2 from the 70s was the best we got. Everything else, as you said, it's just repetition of the same themes, or just people that want to deconstruct Superman and don't understand him at all.
I mean, okay, I like the Bill Bane because it wasn't exactly what I thought of Bane. But to me, it was cool seeing someone else besides Joker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think of I'm gonna forget the name, but the Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman. Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the actress. I know who it is. But
Michelle Pfeiffer.
no, the one Christian Bale Catwoman.
Damn. Yeah.
You know who I'm? I don't. It's not the worst choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even. It's like it's not like between the two. I guess I would go.
Anne Hathaway. That's her name.
Yeah. Not the worst choice. I don't know who I would have picked. Instead.
Yeah.
I'll show you the cutscene, and then we'll move on. Now I'll play first because I said Superman.
Uh-huh.
Give me a second to switch. So you saw the racetrack we just did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. This is. Let me use my. Basically, I took that picture. I'm gonna make it full screen. So this is. Come on, why is it not? Oh, I know what I did wrong. So I took this picture. So when I actually went,
Oh, cool.
so that's where I just raced. If you want videos from it, go check the blog channel.
Sure.
Now I could do travel stuff on clips. I could have done it, but I'm like, I don't want. Just some stuff doesn't fit well content-wise with gaming, and sometimes some of the stuff is on here. It's also travel, but it's not. I mean it. But anyways, let me just switch over. Give it a second to switch. Come on. Yeah, give it a second to. I mean, I agree. Some characters honestly don't. Wouldn't you agree with that, Troy?
Say that again.
The chat that I have pulled up.
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't mind. I don't mind the. He was Deadpool. I can't think of. Anyways, I can't think of who it really is at the moment. I don't know why. But anyways, he wasn't a bad Green Lantern. Now, I never thought of him when I watched the movie, but it wasn't bad for the time.
I guess.
I mean, what you liked? You like Reynolds as that's not Deadpool.
As Green Lantern, he was okay.
He was okay.
I think he was going with what he had to work with.
And like I said, that one is not his fault by any means of it either. So it's either okay, Troy, you want pen and ink Superman or the Superman?
No, I'd really rather go with the pen and ink.
The only other one I do have, I gotta scroll down. Oh, where is he? I have one more. I just gotta remember where he's at. Or I do have this Superman too, with the black. But yeah, so that's the only other one. I'll let it catch up. Any of these other ones you see, let me know after I play Superman for 2 rounds or more. 1 to 2. And then I'll just tell me who you see, and Cat or Troy, you can tell me out loud. And then I'll play as him.
Sure.
I almost wasn't gonna get the battle pass. This is I know as it. No, the only reason why I want it is because of Marty. Honestly, you can't go wrong with the hover shoes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, and then no, hold on, I messed that up bad. I hit the wrong one. Let me fix it and pick the right one. Go back all the way up. There we go. Now we're good. I just didn't realize I messed it up. We'll play a couple rounds and then we'll go back to NASCAR if I feel like it.
Sure.
I do have all the Power Rangers skins too. And I even have, I know people hate it, but I thought the only reason why I got him was because for content wise, is I have Darth Jar Jar skin also.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I honestly use them as a meme if I feel like it, just for, but what's the quest thing? So yeah. I know if people saw on Twitter, which I know not everybody does, the plan is when I get back from vacation, I will start recording the poll winner for the game recording. Now I could have done it on stream, but I felt like it would have been better as a video. So I was picking other stuff.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of Superman, who would you have picked for instead of who they picked, and why?
I actually don't have any problem with the casting. The casting they have right now for Superman and Lois, I would say, was excellent. I just don't think the writing and directing is very good. Then again, I didn't really have a problem with Henry Cavill in the role, but that was absolutely not Superman.
I mean, okay, here's my problem with it's not Cavill's fault to me. It seemed way too dark. I mean, I'm not saying if you watch the animated series, I know it went dark, but I didn't like. That's what I thought of how dark they were going to go with Snyderverse, and I just felt like it was going way too dark.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like you put DC into Transformers with all the buildings getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Like a Michael Bay movie, but with Superman. And I'm going to say this. I never got into Watchmen. I know of them, but I never got into it.
Yeah, and see, that's where I think Zack Snyder kind of shines. When you give him a graphic novel and tell him, just use this as your storyboard, he does a pretty decent job. But if you give him, years and years worth of comics, he just kind of throws them in a blender and hits what the F.
I mean, I would have, of course, I don't know, maybe I'm just not a movie snub, but they should have had a Superman 2 movie before the reset, but that's my 2 cents. But I mean, I agree. Catwoman is honestly boring. The only time Catwoman was decent was Pfeiffer,
Yep, I agree.
and her solo movie stunk.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna come out saying this and say the Catwoman's solo movie is better than the Supergirl movie. And I'm saying, well, I'm gonna say this also. I'm gonna say, but I'm just gonna say Aquaman, the actor. I'm fine with him being
Lobo.
yeah, Lobo. I never saw him. He was a fine Aquaman. I felt like he was more of would have been a Lobo, or I don't know.
Yeah. I
did go see Superman in theaters just because
when,
there was nothing out that I wanted to see.
Yeah, back when they did the what was it? Smallville.
Yeah,
when they did Smallville, they had an actor on there playing their version of Green Arrow. But before they brought him in as Green Arrow, he had filmed a pilot for an Aquaman series that was going to be like Smallville.
Oh, really?
It was going to be called it was called Mercy Reef. I've got the pilot on DVD. It was actually really good.
You should do it sometime.
Oh yeah, I probably will. It really was pretty good, and it was lore accurate and everything. But they instead decided to cast another kid in Smallville to play the role because Justin Hartley they made Green Arrow, which wasn't really Green Arrow. He was more just a stand-in for Batman, but they just couldn't use Batman.
Why?
Because Warner Brothers has had years and years of problems with letting the peas and carrots touch on their plate.
Oh, really?
It's not like Disney where
you're telling me it's Warner Brothers' fault then.
Yes, absolutely. So here's the thing. You know why you haven't been able to put Hulk and the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and Captain America together in one movie yet, right? You understand the whole rights related issue with Marvel.
Yeah.
Right? You have different companies owning the production, the film production rights to all these characters. And over time, Disney has been trying to reacquire them all under their Marvel brand.
Oh, it's only
Warner Brothers.
Isn't the only reason Disney bought Hulu was because of Star Wars and what was it, Fantastic Four? Or was it no?
That was part of it, yeah. That was part of it.
And
that's right. Yeah, that's part of it. They're still very slow to integrate them, but that's been part of the problem. Warner Brothers has never had that problem. Warner Brothers has always owned all of their characters lock, stock, and barrel. The problem is they formed these deals with the showrunners. So, for example, when what's his name?
Snyder?
Christopher Nolan. When he was doing his Batman thing, he had rights to certain Batman characters exclusively. And he said, as long as I'm using them, you can't use them in your other movies and TV shows and cartoons. So there was a lot of times when in the animated series, you would have a character for Batman, a villain character, that they wanted to use, and they couldn't because it was tied up with the movies. So
Like
they would
who-
either
like
make up
who-
another character or, huh?
Like who? The only one I know of is Al Ghul.
I'm not saying ones that he was actually using. I was saying that
Oh,
he
you
had
mean
tied up for the option of you. This is what I'm talking about. Warner Brothers allows this kind of stuff for these directors, and it's like, no. What you and another thing was, he said, my Batman exists in his own universe. He's not part of a shared universe with Superman and all these other characters.
Yeah.
And if I was Warner Brothers, I'd have just said, you know what, that's not what these characters are. If you don't like it, go make another movie somewhere else. So, but that was the big problem with Smallville. They couldn't use Batman, so they had to use Green Arrow. You know, it was all just freaking ridiculous. There was other Superman villains that they couldn't use for one reason or another, and it's Warner Brothers making problems for themselves that they didn't need to make.
So it's almost like the Agent of Shield debacle with Marvel,
Kinda, yeah,
but not to that level.
yeah.
I mean, I never got into it till it was over.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta say, I love in this game how you have stuff that allows you to mimic the powers of Superman, like that flight that you just did a little bit ago.
Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's very Superman.
I mean, no, not how he's flying, but back when he did come out, you could fly technically.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have an old video on it. Anyway.
See, it's a shame because it doesn't have to change the game mechanics if you just change the animation to if you have this backpack, this flight pack, and you use it to fly, it doesn't have to show it. It could just show him with his cape and flying like Superman does. It's not doing anything different, you know? But whatever.
I mean, it's more stuck to each season.
Oh, I see.
It's more what it is, more than ideal. You know, basically. I'm still mad. Let me just switch again. I'm still mad that Epic still has never brought out lightsaber pickaxes.
Oh.
I mean, I get it, but like I said before, I get part of it, but I don't get, like, come on. It's not that hard. I'll show you an example as soon as next time I die. Because it'll make completely, now you won't know what I'm talking about, because exactly, but I just gotta find someone to shoot at. Oh, that was hilarious. That was horrendous. But yeah. Run. And then they're bringing out the DeLorean as a car.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably not till Thursday.
Oh.
And Doc Brown is probably going to be a skin also. See, they're running. Why am I not? They on the hill probably. So what else? Let me think. did movies. What else? I can't think of what other stuff. So okay, try to give the most basic understanding for people that don't understand Star Trek lore, like the timeline.
Okay, explain what now?
The Star Trek, true Star Trek, like the timeline. Like, okay, you know how you have the Paramount Star Trek.
Right.
I want the true. You don't have to go like verbatim, but what's the true Star Trek in universe timeline
Okay. So
compared to like I'm not obviously you're not gonna put Paramount stuff in there. Obviously, is what I mean.
right. So in other words, what you're saying is starting with the original series, which was set
Yeah,
in the
I'm just saying like it would be people. You always hear people say the sequel trilogy is not canon to Star Wars.
right. Right. So for most people, they would say that the true Star Trek canon is any of the original TV shows and movies. So the original series, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise, and then any of the movies from that era. So the Kirk crew and the Picard crew movies. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is. Um, anything beyond that, things like animated series, books, and comics, that's all beta canon. Nothing.
What about what about the old cartoon? My only
Yeah,
the old cartoon, is that canon or not? Like the 2D.
it's not true alpha canon, but they did canonize elements of it. So some of the things that came up in I think the episode was called Yesteryear or something, that talks about Spock's childhood. That all ended up becoming canon for the character of Spock. But the elements of the story from that episode aren't considered canon. So
I'm Where's that? And then it'll make sense in a second for people. I just gotta remember where all the stuff is because they remade, I say remade, everything.
yeah.
Because Game Epic gets you used to one thing and then it changes everything on a dime.
Sure.
Oh, here's Captain Marvel. Hold on, it'll make sense in a second. See the face?
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. And believe me, I hated the people are gonna come on. No, I'm not even I hated the show they did for Halo. That is not Halo.
Yeah, I
mean,
didn't ever even see it.
No, you're not missing much. Okay, so back to my lightsaber conversation. This is basically Halo is like the energy stored in a nutshell is like a lightsaber in a nutshell. So they can technically put a energy sword. That's what the pickaxe is that I have.
Yeah.
They can technically. They should have been able to put just. I'm not saying like I'm fine with putting like a specific person lightsaber
Uh huh.
as a like a limited time. Um, like weapon or what like legendary special thing. All I
Uh huh.
want is just a generic lightsaber, and I would have been content. Okay, just give
Yeah.
me a simple hilt, a simple um, just give me a multicolor um, the different colors and call it good, and just use it as a pickaxe. Uh,
Yeah.
so now you see why I'm upset
Yeah.
on the lightsaber front. But who? I mean, people have been upset upset about it for a while. Um, so there's that. I don't used to be that often. Um, I do a watch party in my Discord server on Sundays. At what time do I normally do it? 9:45 at night, Central Time.
Uh huh.
But I only don't do it if I don't feel well, work, or vacation, or in the case of Curtis, he wasn't feeling well, or he
Uh-huh.
had, or enough people um can't make it. I don't want to do a, I don't want to do it and then have a bunch of people put the time in to have not no one there.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Sure.
So those are the only reasons why. And the last watch party will be this Sunday, and we will be continuing. Um, we will be continuing Gravity Falls, like I should have done last week, but because of I found the movie and I wanted to do at least something holiday-esque instead of you know um so I felt a little went off the not deep end, but anyway. So um that's what I do on Sundays. I feel I've been liking doing that in a way because
Uh huh.
I mean, yes, Curtis is the only one that goes there, but it's basically free for all whoever wants to join. But he's the most regular person that joins. So, um, but yeah, so that's the plan for everything. I have almost January videos done, and then for that front, shorts are at a whim. Sometimes I make 10 in a row. Sometimes I make none. Um, but yeah. Um, but how close are you to 2K? I listened to part of it today, obviously.
I'm at about. I'm not quite at 1,700. I'm at 16. 16 and change. And I was at 1670, and that's where I've just kind of been camping out. I go up, I go down by 2s and 3s, and it's just
It's
not
so
growing.
funny. This is me. Technically, if I look at it, not accurate because YouTube Studio says I'm at 1.9,
Uh-huh.
which is that's not even true. Now I should be there, by no means, but because of the shenanigans, you know.
Talk about shenanigans. I'm pushing this members drive, and somebody gifted somebody a membership. The guy was a member for a couple days, and then his account got yeeted. And I'm like,
Oh,
"The
really?
heck?" Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to talk about that. Just give me a second to hide really quick
Sure.
because I have. Okay, talk about it now that I have the breaking news on.
Well, so
That's
you
right.
know how.
I mean,
know how it
within reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know how it goes where you look at your list of members. You pretty much got to update them all the time because I got closing credits where I mention all my members. I tag all of my members in all of my videos so that they know when I'm going live and stuff. And when you tag somebody, you do the @ you type their name and they pop up. And this one just wasn't popping up. And I'm searching for him, not finding him. Grab my list of members, and then there's one that's just completely blank. It doesn't have his name, doesn't have his @ there, and I'm like, that's him. Where did his account go? It's just gone. And it's not the first time this has happened to somebody.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I would be. I mean, not that I want to lower my goal, but I would be honestly at this point, and by the end of the year, I would just be happy 1.9 and you just call it and then work on it.
I know.
Not that I want to, but that's what I finally just settled down to. And then don't even get me started on what they made it way too confusing to find people for tagging.
Yeah, this whole @ thing now, where you don't see their actual name, you see their @ handle. It's like, this is stupid. This makes absolutely zero sense.
I'm honestly, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm tempted to just make it that the same as the name, but I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah. And of course, Thursday on Netter's channel, we'll be talking with Tom Connors about the demonetization of Midnight's Edge After Dark. That's some real crap.
I didn't believe it at first till I saw it.
I know. Well, I knew it when I got up that morning and I had a message from YouTube. Your membership to Midnight's Edge After Dark has been suspended because they've been demonetized. I'm like, what?
But at least they didn't. Okay, the only thing, like he said, at least the only 9 thing is so far it hasn't done his the main channel. So at least I mean, don't get me wrong, well, I'm upset either way, but at least it wasn't the main.
And I'll be asking him about this on Thursday. I did talk to him a little bit. He came onto my live stream on Friday. I asked him if Midnight's Edge was in danger because part of it is because of affiliated channels, and he said he didn't think so at this time. So I'm gonna ask him for more details on that on Thursday. See why he says that, but.
I honestly, oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna switch back to NASCAR. Oh, you know what I might do? I know I said I was gonna go back to NASCAR. I think I have a better idea that I feel like you would like. As soon as I die, we'll switch to it. I wasn't gonna do it because I have so many videos on it.
Yeah.
I think this is now it's not Duke Nukem, but feel like I think you'll remember this. Um, I think. But, um, um, hey, who knows? Maybe I might win this one. I mean, no matter what after this round, I will switch to my last game. Um, but yeah, I threw it out to deleted, and then after the fact of joining tonight, and then I forgot. Oh yeah, he has his show on. I forgot what day it was, but but um, and I promised you as soon as I get back to normal, I'll let people I'll let people stream co-stream to their channels. I just can't do
Oh,
it
sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
because I'm on the free. According to the friend, hopefully it should be back to normal streaming wise, how I used to do it, by should be back to normal um mid like middle of January, hopefully. Um, as long as I don't mess this up, I should get a win. There you go. What a way to end the Fortnite. So, but
Nice.
you know what? Yeah. I can cut that out later. So you give me 2 seconds, pulling you over to the picture just so I can switch it um to the next game, last game. How long have we gone? What time is your show, Troy?
Well, my show is at 9, but I do want to get some other things done. I still haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna have to get going pretty soon.
Okay. I will. I won't play this very long. Um, just give it a second to. Come on. There we go. Alright. So we're back here. Does this ring a bell?
Oh yeah. In fact, I was playing this not too long ago. Aged Boomer got it for me on Steam.
Alright, which I have it on PC too. Which one do you want me to play? I'll play a little bit.
I don't know a lot of these. Whichever one you want is fine.
We'll play this one. We'll play a little bit of it. Single player. Let's try. Now I haven't played this in a while.
Uh-huh.
You know what? There we go. Alright. So yeah. I do have no, I'm not saying you need to do this, Troy. But I do have I have one of these days either a, you know what, I can turn the volume up. You can't go wrong with the full music.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it would be copyright, but I'm not worried about it. But yeah. I actually tried the multiplayer. I didn't know what I was doing, but it was fun to play. So it would be anytime you want to play multiplayer, Troy, just let me know and I'll boot her up and make a room and we can play whoever wants to play it.
Sure.
Yeah, and then Friday I am not recording because okay. I'm recording, but I'm not doing live stream because I'm doing Halo recordings multiplayer. That'll be, I'll probably edit it. I'll probably edit it when I get back from vacation. And then I will probably what did I say? I'll probably upload it when I get back to the plan. So do you ever play Mortal Kombat, the arcade game?
Yeah, on the arcade. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played it, on any kind of console or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, I can play PC games, but I play games like this more controller.
Mm-hmm.
Only because it's easier and I have to worry about worrying about difficulty. But anyways. We'll finish this one if I can remember how you do those. But it was fun. The first time I played this, I loved it. The only thing I do not like about this version is because it's hard to play it in order. Recording wise. Because I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. Like I just fell off. Normally I don't. There should be a way up, and I'm just not seeing it. So that'll be the. Anyways. God damn it. Hit that wrong button. That wasn't planned. I thought I was doing the switching thing. What was I gonna say? So that's that. Stop sharing. So what do you got on the docket?
Well, tonight, of course, is the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, the Adventure of the Speckled Band. And then let's see. Thursday, of course, like I said, Netter's doing this stream where we're interviewing Tom about this whole crazy situation with the demonetization. And Friday night, we are going to be talking about Christmas urban legends.
Okay. So yeah, I'll show you. Let me hold on. Let me turn the music off. Um, I'll show you what's on the docket. If I can just remember how you do it, how I did it, got there. Um, and then we'll shut it down. Oh, good news!
Huh?
Hold on, I'm getting there. I just gotta remember live stream. Speaking of channel, um, I'm almost done. No, I say that. Um, I'm almost closer than I was before a while ago. Now I'm only what's the math? Quick math. Before I started the show, I was at 78. So according to my math, I'm only 121 away now.
Wow. Cool.
Um, if it okay, my problem is if it sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, so, anyways, there's that. Back to not the squirrel thing. Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, so let me get back to visibility. I just gotta remember because I have so many scheduled videos, it's not as easy as it used to be. Okay. Alright. So let me just why is it not hate this? Anyways, I'll get back to how I what remember everything, it'll come back. Anyways, tomorrow, Halo cutscene, video, all these come out in midnight to 4, and then midnight to 4. This is the upcoming stuff. So there's that. Videos are all the way done till January 24th. I think I'm going to keep it there till I get back so I can obviously the holidays and all that jazz. Um, Blog channel, I'm going to record stuff on vacation, but I'm not going to upload it till I get back for obvious reasons.
Sure.
And then what else? Yeah. And then live streams are going to be sporadic. And then watch parties are on Sundays, except for when I can't have them. But, anyways. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
So, yeah. What I know is Netter. What shows does Netter have coming up?
Well, that one on Thursday, that I mentioned.
Yeah.
And let's see. I think that's it for this week because this week's movie night is over on Big Al's for the Muppet Christmas Carol.
I gotta say, I used to never want to see it till I watched it one time, and I'm hooked.
Okay.
I'm just it was just hilarious from my end. Um, I don't know who to rate. I mean, I guess if I knew how much longer um, deleted was going to be, I would do him, but I just don't know how long he normally goes. Oh, is he joining you for Sherlock Holmes?
Don't know. I don't think so. He's sometimes there in the chat though.
Uh, what I'm gonna do is, oh, yeah, let's go. All right, so YouTube is going to go to be if it. Okay, let me preface this because if it works, if it works, it should send you to deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Rumble. I don't have a clue yet who I'm going to go to. Looking. Um, kind of. So, thank you, Troy, for hanging out with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
We'll do it again. And hopefully, next time I have more topic ideas
Okay,
instead of now that I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. But, anyways,
sounds good.
so yeah. So I'll let you go and then um Bros Gaming. um oh do you I forget, do you still you do stuff on Rumble, right?
I do usually.
On
If
and
it's
off.
usually a lot of my live streams I will simulcast to Rumble. Uh, like last Friday, I did a karaoke stream. We started out for like a half hour on YouTube, and then we just all migrated over to Rumble because it's safer.
Yeah. Um, you know what? Let me just no, I don't want to do that one. I want to gaming. Let's do trying to do someone new that's not in our sphere. But if you need to go, you don't feel like you have to stay. Or
Okay. All right. So yeah, I am gonna head out then. But again, I want to thank you so much
yeah,
for having me today. All right, buddy. You take care. I'll see you. I'll
you
see
have
you
a good
later on.
one.
Take care, buddy. Bye bye.
Bye. Um, why is it so hard to find someone close? You know what? I mean, he's still. You know, you know what? I'm just gonna go sit. One of these days, I will go back to. Um, one of these days, I'll do more research. But with today, I'm just gonna do keep it safe as far as that stuff goes, and we'll raid Steven. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Please, if you watch the new stuff, um, and leave a like and subscribe so I can hit the 2K goal. And also, um, what was I gonna say? Sub to, please help this guy out and sub to his channel. But yeah, and we'll get out of here for the night. Videos are coming out in a couple hours, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.
In the realm of pixels and code, where legends are made, RealWadeNation gaming clips on display like a cascade. There's no stopping us now, we're on fire. YouTube is the stage, our passion burning higher. RealWadeNation, we conquer and we play. Gaming clips on display, we slay all night and day. Join us on this journey, let's make history. In the world of gaming, we create our own reality. From RPGs to shooters, we dominate the scene. Our skills shine bright like a laser beam. Subscribe, like, and share, let's spread the word. RealWadeNation gaming clips, where legends